The concept of smart city means any place to any place within 5-10 minutes you should reach. Now in this state budget also we have done that is one ring road system where ನೀವು ಹೈದರಾಬಾದಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದಾದ್ರು ನೀವು ರಿಂಗ್ ರೋಡ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿ ಪುನಃ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಆ ರಿಂಗ್ ರೋಡಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್. That system they are doing in Bangalore now. More than 8,000 crores they have earmarked for Bangalore development. ಅದು ಹೇಳಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಈಗ BBMP ಇಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು, ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತ. ಆಯಿತು ಮಾರಾಯ, ಮನೆಗೆ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಯಾವಾಗ? ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮದುವೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಮಾರಂಭ ಇರುವಾಗಲ್ವಾ? ಹೀಗೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಮಳೆಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜೂನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸಮ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? ಸೊ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕೋತ್ಸವಕ್ಕೆ ಇರುವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಧೂಳೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್? ಇಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ನೇ. ಹಾಗಂತ ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ವಾ? ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಒನ್ ಇಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಎನಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ. Now this budget they have given more impetus on capex. When we give more impetus on capex, what is the impact? 5.4 lakh crore to 7.5 lakh crore, 35.4% increase in outlay for the capex. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡಿ ತುಪ್ಪ ತಿನ್ನೋದಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡಿ ತುಪ್ಪ ತಿಂತ ಇತ್ತು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಬಾರೋ and invest in income generating assets, then the investment in capex have ripple effect. The 1 rupee if you invest, it will have 2, 3, 4 rupees effect. That is the advantage in capex. If you invest in revenue expenditure, then what happens? Subsidy ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನುಂಗಿ some portion will only go to people. Now because of DBT, direct benefit transfer, I think now this system will go away. There is a very good system. Mangalore also they are directly crediting to the bank account of the people. Kisan Samman Nidhi also directly crediting to the bank account of the people. Then many schemes, scholarships and all, they are directly crediting to the bank account of the people. Now this ration also I will tell you, instead of having this distribution system and all, they should directly credit to the bank account of the people. And ಗೋಧಿ ಬೇಕಾದವನಿಗೆ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಬೇಕಾದವನಿಗೆ ಗೋಧಿ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಅವ ಅಕ್ಕಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾರಬೇಕು ನಾವು. Instead of that, they can buy whatever they want. That system they can implement. So now PM Gati Shakti is such a powerful program. It's a master plan. This budget, in this budget, they have earmarked 20,000 crores. So 25,000 kilometers national highway they are going to lay. That is 70 kilometers per day they are going to lay national highway. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಹೈವೇಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ? ಜಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ತಾರಿಗೆ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಗೆ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಲೇಬರರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಪಾಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹಣ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ದೆನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ವೈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಕಾನಮಿ ವಿಲ್ improve. Then inclusive development. What is this inclusive development? Inclusive development means not only one sector, all the sectors they have taken into confidence, including this what we can say, whatever neglected sectors also they are encashing. For example, now blue water economy. ನಾವು ಸಮುದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಉಂಟು, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡುವ. ಈಗ ಸಾಗರ ಮಾಲ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪರ್ವತಮಾಲ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಲಾ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಪರ್ ದ ಇಕಾನಾಮಿಕ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಎನ್ಹಾನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಸನ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್. ಯು ನೋ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್. Now the problem is ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಿಸಿಲು ಬೀಳ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಗರ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, we don't know because of our own deeds or misdeeds. So now green energy, we are giving more importance. Wind energy as well as solar energy, more importance is given. So by this pollution will be reduced. Climate also will, there will be lot of contribution also that they have planned. But these are all long range plans, as it is told now, 75th year of independence, Amrit Kal. So next to 25 years they are telling Amrit Kal. So the people are 25 ವರ್ಷ ಯಾರು ಮಾರ ಈಗ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ. So that is the thing now. So next, financing of investments. So when we make all investment, how we are making sourcing that investment, that is also very important. Now the main problem in any budget, central or state, out of this 39.45 lakhs crore, that is approximately 40 lakhs crores, 20% of that goes for payment of interest on borrowings. That is the major problem. 20% of whatever budget outlay, it will go for payment of interest. Only 24% will go for central sector schemes. 27% will go to state's share of GST and other share. Then whatever left is very less. Uldadanu matra they can utilize for the purpose of development. That is a sorry state of affairs in our nation. So 8% is going for defense. ನಮ್ಮ ಎಡಬಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಶತ್ರುಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಿತಶತ್ರುಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Pakistan is a shatru, China is a hitashatru. Hitashatru is more dangerous than shatru. So then we have subsidies. Subsidy ವರ್ಷ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Already 8% goes for subsidy. Then 4% is for pension, 9% for other expenditure. Then where is the money is left? So more and more capex if they do, it will have a ripple effect I thought. This PLI scheme this year, production linked insurance scheme. Now people have lost faith on China. China is the largest manufacturing hub of the globe. Now we want to encash that opportunity by creating all this infrastructure, and because of PLI scheme on 14 sectors, production linked insurance scheme means 4 to 6% incentive will be given on incremental volume and value of production to various sectors. ಮುಂಚೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಇಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು used to import. Now we are Atmanirbhar. We are Make in India scheme. We are producing here only. So 60 lakhs job will be created by this PLI scheme. More than 30 lakh crore investment offer has come. Even other private investment will also come. 30 lakh crore if they invest means that is nearly our 1 year's budget without affecting the fiscal of the country. Investment will come. See, fiscal and non-fiscal, there are two types of investment. Fiscal means it will directly affect the budget. Non-fiscal means it will not affect the budget. Our fiscal deficit, earlier it was planned maximum 3.5 to 4. Above 4 means it was dangerous. But during Corona times, we cannot think about all this fiscal. But in spite of that, last year it is 6.9, next year it will be 6.4. And next 3-4 years they are planning to reduce it to 4.5%. What is this fiscal deficit? That is the deficit between budgetary receipts and budgeted expenditure. That amount we are going for borrowings normally. That is called fiscal deficit. But in spite of all these odds, India is having huge forex reserve. $630 odd billion Forex reserves we are holding. Next 13 months imports it is sufficient. ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಣಿಸಿದ್ರು ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನೂ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. So we are having 13 months forex reserve. Let us wait. They may increase. That is different issue. But so far they have not. Of course now outside they have 25 rupees and all increase. That is different issue. But I am also wondering how could they do this. Then before presenting of the budget, people are under the impression that this budget definitely they are going to announce populist measures. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪಂಚರಾಜ್ಯ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಬಂದದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಲೀಡರ್ ಟೈರ್ ಇಂದ ಗಾಳಿ ತೆಗೆದಾಗ ಟುಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋ ಬಡಿ ಗುಡ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೇಮ್ ಡೇ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ದಿಗ್ವಿಜಯ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಪಂಚರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಗಿಲ್ಲ ಪಂಚ ಕಜ್ಜಾಯ. ಯಾವ ಪಂಚರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಪಂಚ ಕಜ್ಜಾಯ ಹಂಚಲಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So that is the beauty of this budget. In spite of elections were approaching, they never bothered to announce any populist measure. No tax rates have been changed. Status quo is maintained. Neither new tax is levied, nor they have given any benefit. Status quo is maintained. But cryptocurrencies 30% tax. Then some youngsters they ask, why crypto they have to charge 30%? They should give. See, first of all, crypto is not regulated by any entity here like RBI, SEBI or anybody. Nobody is regulating crypto. It is in artificial, that is blockchain technology. It is managed. Who is managing? How the crypto price is governed? How it falls? How it increases? God only knows. Somebody asked what is crypto. Then I told if you invest as a billionaire, you can become millionaire also. If you become millionaire, you can become billionaire also. That is the advantage or disadvantage of investing in crypto. So it is unknown domain you are investing. Instead of that, Indian share market. In spite of all these problems, ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಗ್ಗ ಹಾಕಿ ಎಳೆದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕೆಳಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇದು ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಂದಷ್ಟು ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಕಾನಮಿ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ವೆಲ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್. ಇನ್ ಸ್ಪೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ FIIs, they started withdrawing from Indian stock market. Still Indian stock market index has not substantially reduced. Now today up to 58,000. That means we have inherent strength in our economy. Then other measures in taxation. Capital gain tax 20% or shares it is 10%. Mutual fund it is 10%. And mutual fund depending on whether it is debt mutual fund or equity mutual fund. If it is equity mutual fund 10%. Without indexation, that too long term. If it is short term, 15%. Debt mutual fund with indexation, 20%. Or it is normal rate, short term. Okay? But above 50 lakhs, up to 1 crore, a year surcharge was 10%. 1 crore income to 2 crore income, surcharge was 15%. 2 crore to 5 crore surcharge was 25%. Above 5 crore, 37% surcharge for individuals and HULs. It was very high. So people used to comment, corporates ಗೆ ಅಂಬಾನಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅದಾನಿ ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ, ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಂತ. Now capital gains, normally capital gains when it will come on the sale of any asset, whether it is property or it is shares or mutual fund. Why a person will make sales, long-term assets or his exigencies, ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 37% ವರೆಗೆ ಸರ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ದ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ರೇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 41-42%. So that's why in this budget they have reduced the maximum surcharge from 37% to only 15%. So that is the advantage in this budget for capital gains tax. Then new manufacturing companies up to 31/3/2022 only it was there that benefit. Any new manufacturing company, they start commence production. What time I should stop? You can, huh? You can talk. Oh. Because you have to tell the time. Then I should not go and tell it. People may get bored also. You are getting bored now? Okay, thank you. You can tell the truth, no problem.
No, this is related to money, no, so everybody is interested.
Related to money, many are interested. Okay. Now in this budget, see normally in India, because of federal structure, central-state relationship, after introduction of GST, central-state relationship is little bit strained because GST is collected, then it is distributed. Correct? State revenues and avenues are very limited. Only state excise, Mudranka Shulka, Motor Vahana Shulka, state excise, ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ಚಿಲ್ಲರೆ ಪುಲ್ಲರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಏನು ಕಡಲೆ ತಿನ್ನಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಸಿದ್ದಾಗ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ವೇಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂಥನಿಂಗ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ states and center, where they have announced 1 lakh crore rupees loan to state governments, interest-free loans, repayable in 50 years tenure. And they have allowed that fiscal deficit for states up to 4%. They have relaxed. Of course, in Karnataka state budget, 3.5% is the benchmark, but borrowing up to 4% it is allowed. Now India, in Karnataka government, it is maintained at 3.26%. You might have seen in next day of the all newspapers, my comments will come in almost all the newspapers of the next day in the budget, during budget time. Then regarding this fiscal deficit, I already mentioned, it is not alarming. Of course, it is little bit more because of the situation. They are planning to reduce to 4.5% by 25-26. The fiscal deficit got offset by higher collection in direct and indirect taxes. In GST also, highest tax collection of 1.41 lakh crore in the month of January. Even direct taxes, corporate tax and income tax, instead of 12.5 lakh crore, 13.60 lakh crores, 1.1 lakh crore, there is excess collection. Really, we should hats off to the taxpayers, I say, including all of us also, those who are paying taxes. Okay. Then disinvestment. Many people tell ಎಲ್ಲ ಇವರು ಮಾರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶವನ್ನೇ ಮಾರಾಟಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Air India every day used to make how many loss? 20 crores rupees per day. ಭಾರಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ, 20 ಕೋಟಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ. ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು? 7,500-600 crores we used to lose by running Air India. ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ, ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮಾರಿ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡುವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟಾಟಾದವರು ಅದನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟಾಟಾದವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಟಾಟಾ ಟು ಏರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅಂಡ್ ಟಾಟಾ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಏರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಡಿಸ್ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಸ್. ಅವರ ಡೆಟ್ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗಲೂ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ವಿಷಯ. ಬಟ್ ರಿಕರಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ 20 crore rupees per day we have saved because of Air India disinvestment. And this year LIC IPO was supposed to be there in March. Because of market fall, they have postponed a little bit. Next year definitely it will happen. Then their disinvestment target 1,50,000 crores was reduced to only 60 that is 78,000 crore. Next year we have reduced to 65,000 crore, but definitely it will surpass because LIC IPO will happen next. BPCL, it is not yet diluted, and other two banks also, some insurance companies also dilution is pending. So ನಾಡ್ದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಉಂಟಂತೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿನವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. You know no, how much the service in private banks and nationalized bank how they serve. ಅವರು ರಜೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಂದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ I have already talked about this. Now virtual digital asset, it is taxed, that is crypto I told. So they have not told crypto. Crypto is one of the currencies. Virtual digital asset means all type of digital asset. If they sell, 30% tax you have to pay, and any loss if you make by sale of virtual digital asset, it cannot be set off with any other income. House property income all you aware. Money take the housing loan take negative income you can set off against other income. Now they are restricted to 2 lakhs per annum, but remaining you can carry forward. Here that system is not there. You cannot set off against any other income. Then surcharge we have already told. Then cooperatives, they are made at par with the corporates in surcharge. Because earlier that surcharge was up to more in cooperative societies. Now they have brought back at par with the corporates to 7% surcharge. So that is a move in cooperative societies. Then filing of updated return. This you should be aware. Filing of updated return. What is this filing of updated return? Updated return means not revised return. Refund ತೆಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೆನಪೋಯ್ತು, ಛೇ ಈಗ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡುವ. No. For that there is separate provision under section 119 of the Income Tax Act where you can apply to the commissioner and condone the delay and you take it. But here updated return means if any income has already been skipped while filing the regular return, in such cases after the end of the assessment year, within next 2 years, you can declare that income and file the updated return. In such case, whatever tax and interest you have to pay, then if it is within 1 year, 25% additional, it is like a fine only, additional amount. That is interest and tax plus 25% of that interest and tax if you pay within 1 year, it is okay. If it is within 2 years, 1 to 2 years, then instead of 25% you have to pay additional amount of 50% and you can file updated return. So that is under section 139(8) of the Income Tax Act they have introduced. So from this, otherwise if you don't file, what happens? If there is income escaped, then if they find out that it is escaped, then it will amount to concealment. Up to 300% penalty they can levy on the tax paid. Even GST also, indirect taxes, many changes they have brought, but normally indirect taxes after the introduction of the GST is outside the purview of this budget because GST decision is taken in GST council meetings. In GST council meetings, central and all the states will be there, they decide, but certain administrative and certain amendment in sections they have done where input tax credit, some mismatch, all these things, instead of 30th September they have postponed to 30th November. At the same time, if you don't file the return on time, they can cancel your registration also. All those norms they have introduced in GST. There are good also, there are harsh measures also for non-compliance. Then NCGTC, that is National Credit Guarantee Trust. You are all aware that is Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme, ECLGS scheme, 20% plus 10%, and hospitality sector 20% plus 20%. They have given additional loan at softer rate of interest, repayable in 5 years with 2 years holiday. Okay. So this has been again revised. It is on the basis of balance outstanding as on 29th February 2020. Now they have revised balance outstanding as on 29th February 2020 or 29th February 2021. Whichever is higher. If you have taken earlier less, the balance amount you can take at softer rate of interest, maybe around 7 to 7.4%, repayable in 5 years. That will be guaranteed by NCGTC, National Credit Guarantee Trust, and that guarantee premium will not be paid by us, by the borrowers, it will be paid by the government. Other cases, that is credit guarantee scheme, is there up to 2 crore bankers can give loan without collateral securities to MSMEs, but that premium is to be paid by the borrower. But here the premium is paid by the government, no processing fees. The loan is guaranteed by the government. That is the additional 50,000 crores for MSMEs they have earmarked, and 6,000 crores also for development of various schemes for MSMEs also they have introduced. Infrastructure, as I already told, various schemes they have announced. Then digital currency. Digital currency introduction, now RBI has to introduce now, they have announced in the budget. Digital currency means it is not a virtual asset like your crypto or anything, you can't make trading and all. Same currency which we are holding, it is in the form of digital. The advantages of digital currencies, you need not have to carry, you can carry only wallet. Then there is a trail in the transactions. Suppose if I give money to you, if you give money somewhere, now hard cash, can anybody keep the trail? No. In case of digital currency, they can have the trail, so that these informal transactions will be reduced, formal transactions will be increased, illegal transactions can be avoided, and all these transactions will come under tax net, where tax collection will also improve. It is the advantage of this digital currency. Then startups also, 3 out of 10 years, they can take income tax exemption. That period got over on 31st March 2022. They have extended it by 1 more year. So agriculture, you are all aware, 2.3 lakh crore MSP is given for wheat and paddy. And millet is international Siridanya. So it is the international crop of the year they are making. So that Siridanya, it is a lot of advantages you are aware. Then battery swapping policy for electric vehicles. Earlier it was a charging station, they told. Who is having time to wait until it gets charged? So what they will do, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕಾರ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಹಾಸನ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಖಾಲಿಯಾದ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಇಡುವುದು, ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆದ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಯನ್ನು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೀದಾ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. That is the advantage. I don't know how far it will succeed. These are all the policies which they have announced. The implementation had to see. Then PM E-Vidya scheme, you are all aware, lot of Anganwadis, 2 lakhs Anganwadis will be upgraded. Then 200 one class, one channel program will be there. Then digital universities, world class universities also they are going to introduce. All these are very good schemes. Then ease of business was earlier there. Ease of business index in the year 2014 was 128. Now it is reduced to 63. That is also not good. It should improve further. When all the transactions, all the permissions, all these things happen in digital platform, automatically this index will also improve. Say for example, floating of the companies now, within 24 hours we can float a company. Earlier name approval it used to take some days, then the floating company. And now while floating the company itself, certificate of incorporation, PAN, TAN, ESI, PF registration, all in one package they give. That is the beauty of now ease of doing business. Then ease of living. 1486 union laws they are going to repeal. 1486 laws. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಲಾ ಉಂಟು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಲಾ ಉಂಟು ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So that all these laws they are going to repeal, and 75,000 compliances will be reduced as per this. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು compliance ಉಂಟು? God only knows. When you issue the notice, then only will come to know. In defense sector also, due to this Atmanirbhar Bharat, domestic procurement they have increased to 68%. That is the advantage. Now you know Ukraine and Russia war. If they depend upon out some NATO countries or other countries, NATO is only lip sympathy. Actually, they are not supporting. During real crisis, if you don't have any make in India our own products, then we cannot survive. That's why all these factors will come to our rescue during our difficult time. Then renewable energy also they are giving lot of importance, and the production linked insurance also I have told. Travel and tourism also they are giving lot of impetus. E-passport also, now you are all aware, within 2 to 3 days you are getting not munche tatkal ante adante igagale illa, within maximum 1 week you will get passport. Super. If you go to passport office, ಮಾವನ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಪಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ? Such a beautiful system of work. I really appreciate. These are all ideas they have done. And 8 ropeway projects, 60 kilometer length Parvatmala project. It will increase tourism. Lot of PPP model schemes they are going to do. Northeastern states also they are going to develop because they are the most backward states in our nation. And lot of impetus is given for increasing the northeastern states. Then I already told how we are going to spend, correct now, and how we are going to raise our income. So 15% from corporate tax, 15% from income tax, 5% from customs, 7% of union excise duty, 16% from GST, 5% for non-tax revenue, non-debt capital receipt 2%, borrowing and other liabilities 35%. That is alarming. So that they have to control. As and when the taxes collections increase, this can be reduced. So this budget is a long-term growth-oriented budget with no short-term pain, but there is a long-term gain. And this is Make in India budget, Atmanirbhar Bharat budget, Vocal for Local budget, Amrit Mahotsav ka Amrit Kal budget, and this budget definitely paves the way for long-term vision of our nation. So before ending my speech, ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಒಂದು ಚುಟುಕು ಮುಖಾಂತರ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಚುಟುಕು ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಎಂಡ್. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಜನರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಬೇಕು, ಹೀಗಾಗಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಮದುವೆ ಆಗೋ ಮುಂಚೆ ಗಂಡ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಹೀಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಹೀಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಜನರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಮದುವೆ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟುಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅದು ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ, ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ವಿಷಯ. ಸೊ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆಯ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಉಂಟು, ಹಾಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿಷಯ